Yeah, so I was just gonna show y'all some stuff we got going on. We had some work done on the our little extra property next to us. We had a little over or a little under 5 acres here. We got 2 acres for our house, and then an extra 2 acres of just woods that we bought after the fact. Anyways, we had a mulcher come by last week. We've been putting it off for a long time and just trying to clear it out ourselves over the last say, I don't know, 2 3 years, really, probably 3 years. Yeah. And we're not making the progress we wanted to. I work full-time. I work 50 hours a week as a car mechanic, and spare time is very little. Sometime after the after work, which I get off at like 6 o'clock at night, so that doesn't work very well. And 2 days off, 1 day during the week and a Sunday. So anyways, we finally cut down, or we finally paid out, and had a mulcher come here, with a little skid steer. He did some work. I'll show you now. Yeah, so this is a big area that he cleared. I don't know if the camera really does it justice on how much more clear it is than it was. We're gonna fence in this entire area. It's about 80,000 square feet, so just right under 2 acres that we're gonna be fencing in. We already raised the pigs, and we'll probably put them out here. We planted some grass seed as soon as he left. All throughout. A little bit of rye and some fescue, because it's a little shady. So, but the sun, that's south right there, so sun comes across the sky, giving us plenty of sun out here during the day. Give you a little tour around here. So our fence perimeter will be back here, kind of where you can see that that pink mark on those trees. And we're gonna come all the way down. I got my neighbor over here. He's got about 6 acres on his property. And then we'll have the fence corner there and come on down towards his house and towards the dirt road down here. One thing we do have to figure out in the future is what we're gonna do with this. I don't know what it is. It's some type of ditch, maybe dried up creek bed, I don't know. But it's really shallow here, easy. That's where we're gonna put the fence coming across it. But in here it gets a lot deeper, which we've already thrown some brush in there, but we know that if we do that, and then fill it up with dirt, it's just gonna sink. Which we're gonna take the fence and put it all the way at the road out there and go down the road and towards where our garden is at the top of the house. I know we're gonna come through here a little bit more too and thin out some more of the bigger trees, and take down any trees that the mulcher missed or he just couldn't get to. He did a pretty good job. I mean, you gotta, with those mulching guys, you don't need to expect too much, because they're really to thin out the thick stuff. And before, with that large area I showed you, over here, there was piles of trees that we had stacked up to burn. And short story is, I could never get it to burn. I put diesel on it, I tried everything, and I used a blower. And now, like, this whole area here was just one giant pile I had piles all along the tree line here. I mean, it was 6-7 feet tall from this original area up here where we cleared out all this. We did all that by hand, you know, just with chainsaws and manpower. Some of it we chipped, but chippers are pretty expensive, you know, especially if you need to rent it for days, and you know, we only have so much help. So he made short work of it, and it's good for the ground too. I mean, you can see all the mulch out here on the ground. I mean, it's pretty thick in some areas, and luckily the grass will actually grow in the mulch, especially since it's been sitting here for a while. It's going to compost really fast. But yeah, so any suggestions, love for you to leave them. I think we may get like one like a meat steer of some type, like a smaller breed, maybe a Dexter or Angus, I don't know, and let it grow out to like 18 months. I know that we're gonna have to supplement a lot of hay, but I still think even with supplementing the hay, it'll end up being cheaper than what we're paying. Our grass-fed steers around here are $1,800 when it's all said and done for a half a cow. So if we can, you know, only spend $1,000 on hay and feed over the next 18 months, you know, I figure that's about how long it'll take to raise them up, then we should be in business. Any suggestions, I'd love for you to leave them in the comments, and please like the video and subscribe. We're gonna try to put out, you know, more videos than we used to. We haven't really been on it, but I really enjoy doing this.